Phil Spencer was giving an interview and laid out the reason why console players shouldn't freak out every time there's an exclusive game that's announced for the PC, because he says it ends up helping everyone. So here's what he said, quote, "On the profitability and the financial success, that's what drives me. I love this product. I love what the brand means. I love what it can become. In order for us to realize what we want to realize, the financials have to work. That is why at certain times when people will push on, hey, should Xbox console games go to the PC? Why are you guys focusing on Windows? People have to step back and see that the more games we sell, the more people who are buying games on Xbox Live, the better the business is and the more we can invest in it. For Xbox fans, it creates more opportunity. You see the lineup of games we have right now and say it's the best lineup we've ever had. That's because you get into a stronger financial position and you're able to invest more and see the benefit of that investment. If selling games on Windows and Xbox means that we get to invest more and build more, that's a great thing for people who care about the Xbox brand." So I've talked about this plenty of times before. Some people get worked up whenever there is an exclusive for the console that's announced for the PC and so forth. And I told you before, even if a game comes out to the PC, I don't understand how that's harmful to the console. And I've actually talked about this back whenever Street Fighter was announced for the PS4 and the PC. And some people were trying to downplay it. I said, how is that bad? Because people who still want to play on consoles are still going to play on consoles. And if you want to play on PC, then you're probably already interested in looking at the PC and, the ton of exclusives that they have. So the same thing goes for No Man's Sky. So whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, you still have console exclusives regardless of whether or not the game comes to the PC. And people who normally play and buy console games, who enjoy playing on their couch with the controller, versing other people with the controller, aren't going to stop wanting to do that simply because the game is available on multi-platform and shows up on the PC. This is a business. And they're going to tell you how special you are, but at the end of the day, for them, it's all about making money because that's what businesses do. And look, if I'm running a business, even if you're running a business, place yourself in their shoes. You have a decision to make. Do you want to limit yourself to only selling a possible game on 20 or 15 million consoles? And not every console is going to buy your game, so, don't even look at that number expecting to sell that as a potential sale. Or do you want to open it up to over 1 billion possible devices because that's how many PCs are out there in the world? So anybody who is creating a product, who pours their blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, of course you want to sell that product, and it just makes more logical sense to want to sell it on as many possible devices as you can. So it doesn't even make sense to even be mad at these companies for doing it. And as a gamer, you're just looking at yourself as a consumer, as I am. I play PC and consoles, and I play a lot on both. And I'm glad that I get to make the choice, honestly. And so, as far as I'm concerned, the real winner is me. And if a good game comes along, why would I want to keep other people from playing it? That just, there's something strange about that sort of mindset to me. Unless you're really invested in the console wars. And, even then I would say, why would it matter unless you're invested in these companies? But even if you're invested in these companies, whether it be Sony or Microsoft, say you literally have stock in there, as long as the company's doing well as a whole, then you're also going to do well. So even at that point, even if you own stock, it still doesn't make any sense to get upset if something is exclusive only to the console. And I've been saying it for years. Microsoft is out to grab as big of a pie as they possibly can. And they own the PC market. And they've got a nice chunk of the console market. And I'm all for them selling games and making money to make more games. And I think so far they've done a pretty good job investing it back into the big games. Just look at all the major titles coming out around the corner into the next year. And I've also mentioned how PC and Xbox merging closer together is only going to bring more PC games also over to the Xbox. And I think it's hard to argue. Anybody who's played PC knows that PC really, honestly, has the best exclusives. They also have the most. So for me, it looks like just a win-win situation. And for the console makers, for Sony and Microsoft, it's also a win-win situation for them. If you want to read more about it, links down in the description box. Post and tell me, do you think it's a bad idea that exclusives eventually show up sometimes on the PC? That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.